Hello, everybody out there in podcast land. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the show. This episode is brought to you by G2 Paintball. G2 Paintball is back, and you guys should be incredibly excited. If you are in the area, in Arizona or anywhere on the West Coast, you want to make sure you do not miss this. Being in paintball shape is one of the most important things to being a top-level player. Not just a top-level pro, but a top-level player in any division. If you are trying to win tournaments, you want to be in the best physical condition possible. Paintball is so physically demanding. It requires so much of your physical ability, and G2 Paintball is designed to help you maximize that potential both on and off the field. G2 Paintball played a huge role in our World Cup win. It pays dividends to get out there and do these exercises, do these kinds of training. It is so difficult. It is very tough, but it is going to put you in position to win events, and that's what we're here to do. I teach this at all of my clinics. I always preach the importance of physical fitness in paintball ability. You can get all the way to the finals, but if you are only at 60% and a less talented, less skilled, less experienced team is at 90 or 100%, they are likely going to beat you. Do not let your physical ability be the reason you guys are not winning events. Get signed up for G2. If you guys are in the area, make sure you get active, get involved. It is owned and operated by Victor Gamboa and Rusty Glaze. You have players like Tyler Harmon, myself, Ryan Greenspan, all part of the entire G2 program. You guys can stay up to date with everything at g2paintball.com, and we hope to see you at an event very soon. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Lone Wolf Paintball. Lone Wolf Paintball is an online supplier that has been around for a very long time. They've actually been Michigan's premier paintball field and supplier since 1987. Now expanding into the online retail store, they are really trying to do their best to supply everything you need to the paintball community. They have it all. You get over to lonewolfpaintball.com. If you want Field 1, HK, GI, Dye, it doesn't matter. They got it. You can surf the website. You can check it out. They have what you need, guaranteed. And they also boast excellent customer service and same-day shipping. That's pretty badass. You could go to the website, order something, and it's going to be sent out that day. That's fantastic. That's amazing customer service. So again, guys, if you would like, you could head over to lonewolfpaintball.com. You could also check them out on YouTube and Instagram. Their Instagram is lonewolfpb, and their YouTube is Lone Wolf Paintball. And you can see and keep up to date with all their latest deals, their sales, their content. It's a lot of really fun stuff. Play the Game Podcast is excited to have them on board, and you guys should head over and become part of the community. All right. We are brought to you by Heal Brand. Heal Brand is the best CBD company that we have ever come across. I've been taking CBD products for years now, and I absolutely love it, but Heal Brand has taken my CBD consumption level to the next tier. This stuff is really the luxurious, high-quality, best brand that you're going to come across. Their whole claim to fame is the nanotechnology. It's the real deal. The claim is that through their nanotechnology, the CBD can actually break through the cellular wall and get into the bloodstream much faster and more efficiently. So you need less to do more. Often CBD products, you'll need to take it for a couple weeks before you really start noticing all of the benefits. With this stuff, as soon as you take it, you notice it right away. Within 15, 20 minutes, you're feeling the benefits of CBD. CBD is great for inflammation, anxiety, sleeping, all sorts of different stuff. CBD is really exploding on the scene because it has such a wide variety of benefits. I personally love to use CBD before I go to bed so I can get a full, well-rested night of sleep. Sleep is so crucial. It's so important. If you want to recover well, if you want to fight off depression and anxiety and those unwanted emotions, proper sleep is where you need to start. CBD products really help me do that, and Heal Brand CBD has a wide variety of options of different products, different formulas. It is all natural. It's amazing. This stuff is fantastic. You guys can head over to healbrand.com, check them out, and there is an exclusive offer to all of our PTG listeners. If you use code PLAYTHEGAME at checkout, you'll get 10% off. This episode is brought to you by Transfuse. Transfuse is the only all-natural electrolyte drink that you guys need to have in your cabinets. We love this stuff. We've been using this for an entire season now. This stuff is amazing. I feel great when I drink Transfuse. I drink it every single day. I don't go a day without putting a packet of Transfuse in my water. It's very easy, very portable, easy to travel with, and delicious to drink, which means that you're going to love drinking it and you're going to drink more of it, which is going to be incredibly beneficial to your health. Has magnesium, potassium, sodium, which are all amazing for proper hydration. It has zinc, vitamin C, vitamin B, and choline. These things are incredible cognitive enhancers and immune boosting formulas that you don't want to miss out on, especially in times like this. I'm telling you, I drink Transfuse every single day. I love it. Tyler does as well. Anybody who has tried it has been just pouring with great feedback back to us. There's a reason that they're at all the NXL events, and a lot of the top teams and top professionals are using this product. Do not walk around dehydrated. I never realized how dehydrated I was, even when I was drinking all sorts of water. It's not enough. You need the proper nutrition. You need the right ingredients. Transfuse has done a great job of curating the perfect formula. Transfuse is absolutely spectacular, and for all of our listeners, there is a special deal for any Play the Game listener. If you head over to translabs.com, that's TRANZLABS.com, and use code PLAYTHEGAME at checkout, you will get 10% off. If you subscribe, which means they auto ship you your package every single month, whatever you want, whatever type, whatever flavor, whatever electrolyte formula you desire, they will give you an additional 11% off. So it becomes a 21% discount exclusively for all Play the Game listeners. Huge shout out, and we are incredibly thankful for our supporters. And if you guys would like to go support them, it's translabs.com. Use code PLAYTHEGAME. Hello, PTG fam. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. As always, we are excited for you to listen to this episode, and so thankful for you guys to continue tuning in with us and hanging out with us on this journey. This episode is a Marcello and Mantis episode, just Tyler and myself, and we got jiggy with this new audio interface. We decided to let some callers in. We decided to make some phone calls as well. Pretty fun stuff towards the end of the show. We talked about some current events, what was going on over the weekend, and just hung out, had a good time. So without further ado, we're going to hop in there and hope you enjoy.
That was an insane inside move by Marcello Margot. Great communication.
And the crowd starts chanting Harmon.
Great shot by all the guys. So Tyler Harmon saved that game.
He came out with 2 wins. Marcello Margot was on fire.
Yo, what is going on, Martian? Welcome to the Martian Mantis show. This is a fun one where we get to just hop in and hang out. How's it going, bro?
Yeah, buddy. It's going well, man. It's been quite the day. I'm excited to sit down, hang out, talk a little bit. How you doing?
Sir. Doing good. A lot better now. Get to hang out and talk about paintball and life and everything that's going on. We got a lot in the paintball fabric that's developing. We got the NXL this weekend, the Astra event. There's a lot of training going on. I know people are getting ready for local events, so paintball is booming.
Yeah, 100%. I'm really excited for all the cool things that are going on this weekend with the NXL event and the Astra event. I can't wait to see the post-production at the Astra event, see what they do with that. I know Brian's going to be out there. Major shout out to Brian for coming on the show last night.
Yeah,
that was a fun one. Dude, who knew? He's been in the game since 1995. I was 5 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I just thought that he, been in the paintball scene for, a little while, or I don't know what I thought, but I didn't know that he had been in it since 95. That blew my mind.
I mean, I honestly thought he was pretty new, I feel like he hopped on the scene, and you know what's funny? And I forgot to bring this up last night, but I always thought he was a European photographer, because I feel like the first time I started seeing him and noticing his stuff here in the US, he was already popular. It seemed like he was already popular, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, he must be a well-known photographer over there. And he started coming to some of these NXL events, because he acted like he had been here a long time, which he has. He just wasn't, we weren't seeing his photos, or wasn't, doing that kind of work in the paintball space. But he hopped on the scene and just blew up just by, being consistent, working his butt off, practicing a lot, falling in love with the process, and loving what he does. So
yeah,
super cool, man. That was great.
I know. He blew my mind with the whole fact that he was streaming and doing all that, and even his degrees, that he had. I was super just interested by the whole story, and he's been crushing it. If you haven't checked out his Instagram, it's at Verbhall, VERBHAL, and he does spectacular photography, and he's doing these really cool like verb clips where he puts all these tight photos all together. And it looks almost like it's a video, but it's just a bunch of photographs that are stitched really tightly together, which looks cool.
Yeah, which is super cool too, because he was talking about how he could like insert little things, like kind of like a subliminal message in different parts of the video, the clip, because it's a bunch of small frames, which I guess regular video is too, right?
Yeah, essentially.
I'm not sure if it
Mhm.
would work the same. I probably wouldn't. I guess with pictures, it's you can select one and Photoshop
Mhm.
that one.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. I like
Yeah.
it.
So, what about you? How's everything been over there? I know we've had the water heater gave us a little trouble this week.
Yeah, the water heater. Oh my goodness. It's so funny that used to be, I was telling you this before the show. It used to
Yeah.
be a joke on Dynasty. Well, it still is kind of a joke.
Yeah.
I wasn't even on the team when it became a joke, but the guys still bring it up and talk about it. Glenn Takamoto one day just missed practice and said his water heater broke, and everyone, was suspicious of it, thought maybe he was hungover or something. But I don't think until this weekend I realized how big of a deal your water heater breaking actually is. It's
Oh
it's
man,
actually pretty catastrophic, or it could be at least. So you got to
big
take
time.
care of it ASAP. Yeah, I
Mhm.
was in Ohio at Level Up doing a clinic. It was amazing clinic. Major shout out to Dave Pando and everything he's doing out there. The facility is phenomenal, and Dave just really knows how to run a great organization, and all the players out there. It's just an awesome community. It's one of my
It
one of
is.
my favorite fields for sure.
Yeah.
And we had Dave on the show early on. Actually, I don't remember what episode, but it
Yeah.
was pretty early.
Mhm. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
crushing
So
it.
I
That
was,
field's amazing.
yeah, totally. They have a really badass hyperball field. They have two full airball fields. With one of the fields just got brand new turf. It's leveled, has a great draining system. It's
Sheesh.
excellent. It's top of the line for sure.
Yeah.
And then the rec side is really cool, really badass. What he's done to build that out. Yeah. So it was really good and then I'm having a good time, and all of a sudden I get a video from my neighbor of water just pouring out of this drain from the side of my building. And she's like,
Oh.
neighbor, I think this is coming from your building. I'm not sure if everything's all right in there, but you're not answering the door. You must be
Mm.
gone. And I was like, oh shit, okay, I don't even know how to handle this. So fortunately, one of my buddies has a key to my place. Called him, he came over, was able to turn it off. There was no real water damage to the inside, which honestly, I was a little
That's
bummed
the
that I had to
biggest.
spend $2,000 on a new water heater and insulation,
Mhm.
all that stuff. But it could have been way worse. That could have
Mm.
been a disaster. So,
Yeah.
all things considered, it worked out. It wasn't too bad. And now I have the most amazing hot water. My
There
showers
we go.
and bathing has been excellent, really superb, next level. Washing my hands in the kitchen just feels like $1,000,000 or a couple $1,000 at least.
Yeah.
And it's been, yeah, dude, it's been good. So,
Yeah, because
had that little,
if that was inside, you just got brand new floors put in and everything, you know?
dude, if that was inside, because I mean, look,
Devastating.
I don't know what I ever did to water, but water's been after me lately. Ever since spilling the cup on my laptop
You
and then
better
my
have
water
a
heater breaking,
yeah.
dude, if that would have flooded the inside of my place
Oh,
with the new floors that I just put down, I'd be really bummed. That would have been a
dude,
bummer for sure.
you would have to you would have to redo it essentially
Yeah,
because once the
exactly.
water gets all in there, it just ruins everything.
Totally. But
Mhm.
I mean, what can you do? If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm very lucky that I have this place that I could have the opportunity to redo the floors. As
Yeah.
hippie as that might sound, but it is actually true when you sit back and think of it. I know you were listening to some Bob Marley
That's
earlier,
right.
so
Shout out
you
to
know,
Bob. One love.
yeah, one
Yep.
love, baby.
Yeah, water heaters are no joke. And I remember actually I was on the team when the whole water heater thing happened with Glenn, and he didn't show up to practice. And they're like, "Yeah, his water heater broke." We're like, "Bullshit, his water heater broke. Come on, man. Where is this guy?"
Uh-huh. He was out
uh,
on a Friday night, his water heater,
yeah,
huh? Oh, that's what the joke became. Anytime somebody was hungover, they
totally.
would say, "My water heater
Yeah,
broke." That's the
yeah.
joke. Yeah, like you weren't feeling good. You're saying, "My water
Ah,
heater's broken."
yep. People don't show
That's
up.
funny.
Yeah,
That's funny.
water
We got to
heater's broke.
bring that back. You're not feeling my water heater's broke.
It was a pretty funny day, and that was when we had like Ollie, and it was it was I'll never forget those time frames, with the team in the early like 2013, 14, when it all first came together with all the guys. Those were good times.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, give a shout out to Oliver. He was just on the Spick and Span show. Him,
Yes, he
Alex,
was.
Ryan, and Kyle. They sat down, talked for a little while.
Yeah.
I did go back. I saw a few clips of Oliver reminiscing. It's pretty
Hmm.
good. It's good, man. I love when the paintball world gets to hear from Oliver because he's
I
just a
know.
special guy, and he left us a little too early.
Yeah, I know. I
We need
miss
him in
him.
the game. Yeah,
Yep.
he's here though. He's here though. Hormesis, it's here.
Yeah,
He's back. He's in the
he
game.
is.
He's in the fabric of the game. He is the fabric of the game. If you
Hmm.
want to think about it.
I guess he's one of them.
Hormesis.
Yeah, he's
Well,
one of the.
headband fabric, you know?
Well, there's a lot of
Yeah.
headband companies. Yeah, but he's definitely one of the big heavy hitters in today's landscape. I mean, there's nothing bigger. Point blank, they have come in and really shaken up that market space and are dominating. You should see, the Facebook, all the threads are popping. Every drop they sell out in 10 seconds. It's pandemonium. It's crazy.
Yeah, and they're gonna be making an Iron Kids documentary. It's pretty tight.
I saw that.
It's
Yeah.
pretty tight. That'll be really good.
Yeah, he was talking about that actually when he was on the show with Ryan and Kyle.
Mm.
And the community is going to be excited to see that. That's that team stylistically has done a lot for paintball, and the fly's back. There's a fly. No
so
way.
so I caught that one. This is not the same fly. So I realized when we got off the show last night, I was like, how did that fly get in here? He just came out of nowhere and was attacking me.
Yeah.
I went and looked, and my door was open. My
Oh,
door was open
man.
through the whole show, my sliding glass door. I mean,
Yeah.
talk about blowing it.
Yeah.
So shout
Probably
out to
got
Mr.
some
Fly.
mosquitoes are running around in there.
No, there definitely weren't any mosquitoes, because if there were, they would have been biting me.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
And they always hum by
100%.
your ear. They go, you know how they do that?
Oh, that's nice. That's nice that they hum by your ear. They just bite me. They just they start sucking my blood. There's no humming, no warning, no nothing.
Yeah.
Just all of a sudden I'm getting bit.
Just boom.
Yeah, just boom. I hate those little B words.
Flies and mosquitoes definitely are good at their jobs. That's for dang sure.
Yeah, damn mosquitoes. I always get that one wrong. Like,
mysterious.
Yeah, this one feels like
mosquito.
it should be the one.
Like an elusive mosquito,
The elusive mosquitoes. Yeah, no good.
So
no
talk
good.
to me about LVL, the clinic, and how that went. There was actually a really cool video that I saw about that clinic. Look good.
Yes, the video. This is one of the coolest videos that anyone has ever done of one of my clinics, one of my events. If you guys go to YouTube, you can just Google Marcello Margot Pro Clinic Level Up Sports Paintball Park. That's LVL, and you will see major shout out to his. Let's see, his YouTube name is AZN Paintball, and he crushed it. This is a really cool little mashup, but we had a great turnout. We were sold out both days, 25 people each day, and had a great group of players. We actually had some of our Discord members out there who made the drive from, I think, Pittsburgh.
There we go.
Yeah, so it was cool. We had some PTG fam out there, and
love that.
We went through a ton of stuff. We just worked really hard all weekend and got after it. It was really cool to be out there. I didn't get to go last year, obviously, because a lot of the fields were shut down and not really having events. So it was good to get back out there.
Yeah. Well, anytime you do, a clinic with Marcello or any of the PTG pro schools, you can guarantee you're going to be gassed and you are going to have a plethora of knowledge to walk away with, man. And there's so much that goes into paintball. That's, even sometimes I sit back after a training weekend of like talking to people and training and going over all the layers. And I'm like, damn, there is so many different things that you can do and different ways that you can play and different things that you have to be prepared for that, if you have any of those things off in a tournament, it could cost you. And that's why it's like a juggling act, competing at the highest level or any level really in divisional, whatever, to be as perfect as you can to give yourself the best opportunities to win those tournaments.
Yeah, 100%. That was one of the things that I was really putting emphasis on, again, and we always do in the clinics, but, when can you win an event?
Tired. Sunday.
Tired. You're never going to win an event, first thing Friday morning in the prelims. You're never going to win when you're feeling fresh, when you're feeling good. You're only able to win when you're tired. So you got to be prepared for those moments. You have to train for them. Otherwise, you can show up to the finals and you might have a team that you're better than, but if you're at 60% and they're at 80%, they're going to beat you, and that's a pretty lousy reason to lose. So if you're not hurting in practice, you're not going to be prepared for the event, period. Straight up.
Yeah. And we always talk about that, like control the things that you can, if we can control this, then let's do our damnedest to do that. If we can be a little bit stronger, let's be a little bit stronger. If it If it costs us 30, 45 minutes a day, but it's going to get us into those rounds where we need to be, then we got to do that. We got to take the initiative and control what we can control. Also, we talk about paint management, mindset, making sure everybody is fundamentally sound and just ready to rock. That's the game. We got to play it at the highest level. And even in the divisional, you got to take responsibility. And if you don't win, you got to change things. You got to, shift, move, dance with it, and make sure that you can fix these little alterations that we talk about. Because once you start adding those up, man, it's going to change your team. You're going to be able to start stepping into those rounds that you weren't able to get into, and maybe hold a trophy with your friends and family at the end on that Sunday. And it's the best damn feeling in the world when you put in that work and you get the results.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all the little things, I heard over and over at the clinic. Wow, we never do these kind of drills. We usually just show up and we play points, and nobody wants to do these. And some of the questions, that people were asking is, how do we get players at the field, or we get our teammates to want to do these kind of drills instead of playing points? And the answer is pretty simple. Do you want to win or do you not? Do you want to win or do you want to have fun? And I actually hate that that's how it's phrased, because to me, winning's fun. Winning is the fun part of the game, and to me, they go hand in hand. So I like to. That's why I know you do too. I love the process. I enjoy the weeks leading up to events more than just about anything.
Yeah.
It's hard to compare with actually getting to compete at the events, but all the preparation leading up to it, I love it. Every part of it, just being fully submerged submerged in all things paintball, whether I'm watching film or going to the gym to work on a certain movement, or going to the field to work on a certain shot. All of this stuff is like, that's the fun stuff. That's the discipline and everything that I need. I hate when we don't have events. Last year was like that whole space of not having events. It's like, man, I have nothing to really prepare for in that sense. And it's a bummer. I'm not ready for that part of my career yet.
I know. That's why we started PTG podcast. We needed some way to keep playing. We were like, what is this life now? We can't play paintball. What are you talking about? Marsh has the new wristbands. He's rocking it right now, the Play Band. And it even has like a little goat emblem on it. And our QR code to take you right into the site so you can listen to some shows. We just got some of those in. So if you want to cop one, hit us up.
Wait, bro, the blur's pretty good from that angle.
Yeah.
We were talking about this earlier, so maybe that's the ticket. I gotta get the camera closer or something.
Yeah. We're still, we're rookies here. We're paintball players trying to figure out this whole media aspect, but
I don't know if we're rookies anymore. I think we're like D2 now.
We're D2.
I think we're D2. We're moving up.
We're getting there,
man.
For sure. See, we're climbing the ranks too with you guys, man. Yeah. We're trying to get there and give you guys the best broadcast we possibly can.
Well, it's funny that you say that we're climbing the ranks with them, because that's something that I've been trying to highlight at clinics lately as well. And it's that we're fighting the same battle they are to win an event.
Yeah.
I believe it's like just as hard for us relative to them as it is for them to win events,
I see.
In their division, like because that's the skill level that they're at. Right. So you're still fighting the same variables of who's going to be more prepared, who's a little bit tighter in their shots, who's this, who's that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so relative to where their skill level is, we're kind of fighting a similar battle,
for sure. We all are.
Yeah.
Every one of us. Yeah. That's trying to do this. And I love what you talked about with the gameplay and the drills, because I get similar questions as well. And it's like, you can't just do one or the other. You have to do both. You have got to. If you don't, you're not going to, you're going to, if you win, it was kind of, I don't know. It's going to be hard to duplicate.
You're probably sandbagging.
I don't know what's going on, but the skills, man, the fundamentals, like shooting free throws, that's what, when I just have my paintball gun in my hand and I go out to the field, even by myself, and just run through these movements, or just do my slide pop shot type thing out of the edge of a bunker, or, dive in, do a Superman dive and get up as quick as I can and catch the wire to try and get dominance on the wire. I'm going through all these things that I do in a game, but I'm able to do it like 30 times in a row. or more, and really hone it in so that when I drop in to the game and I play that live point, I'm dialed. I'm ready to rock. I've already done the muscle memory. I've done the thought processing on how it's going to go, and I already see it all happening. And that's how you manifest. You have to see it, man, and you have to like walk with it. You got to walk with it and see it. And then when you do that, then you can create it, and it'll be seamless once you're in the moment. And that's why we're doing it, right? We're trying to capture that moment. And you can make it easier to capture that moment if you clock in and really dial in on the drills, and then obviously also the gameplay. You got to know how to navigate the clock and the situations and all that kind of stuff. But they're both equally important, and we have to be doing both.
100%.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more. So yeah, that was my weekend, brother. How was yours? I know you had some of the PTG fam out in Arizona.
Yeah, there's actually an emergency alert National Weather Service dust storm rolling through where I'm at right now. It says wait until 7 p.m. Be ready for sudden drop to zero visibility. Pull aside, stay alive. This is what the message says. When visibility drops, pull far off the road and put your vehicle in park. Turn the lights off and keep your foot off the brake. Oh
What?
man, so I guess the dust storms get pretty serious, and you have to pull over, stay alive.
It just made me think of that meme with a dust storm rolling in, and it has the Dogecoin dog at the top of it.
Oh yeah,
You know
Doge
what I'm talking
spiked
about?
hard today.
Yeah, Doge. I mean, crypto. It all had a nice little spike. Yeah,
It
absolutely.
sure has. Yeah, so we had some fun out here at Wild West. I was training with some of the PTG fam. Actually, Chris, who was on the show yesterday with us with Verb,
that's right.
and also Delaney and Kate were out here as well. And
Mother Tucker.
The whole Tucker fam. And we had a great weekend. They brought out some friends as well. We played paintball, and it was really cool because there was two youngsters that they brought with them that have been playing for like a year or maybe 2 years, and really have never trained like that or thought about the fundamentals, just been, having fun. So I got to hardwire them with, all the, the elbow posture and finding the line, making sure that you're balanced when you snap shoot, and all those like little things that they can start to think about.
All the things.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So it was really good. And then I also trained, that was on Saturday. Sunday, I trained with Legacy and DOS Factory, who are some local teams out here, and had a great day. There was, I think, 25 people, and they were toast. I mean, both parties were Saturday and Sunday, because by about noon, it's humming at above 100 degrees. I'm not sure where at, but it was cooking, and super proud of the guys that stuck around and worked hard in the heat. They really showed that grit equity. You got to build that up. Most of the times at tournaments, it's either raining or super hot or something crazy is going on. So you got to be ready for all that. And it's cool to see people really digging deep at these training events, because there was like almost half the group by about 11:30. And mind you, we started at like 6:45, 7. But by 11:30, just about half the group was like KO'd and tapped out. They couldn't go any longer. And the other half, we fought it out for like another hour and a half in that hot desert heat, having some fun.
Sounds nuts, dude. One, I saw videos of Arizona over the weekend with a full monsoon. Now you have the dust storm. When you guys were out there, it looked like you guys had perfectly good weather.
Yeah.
So you get all the elements.
Yeah, you do. And it's crazy because you get these things called like haboobs, I think is what they're called. It's like a huge dust storm, and it just blinds you. Google it. It's called I'm pretty sure a haboob is what it's called. And it's dangerous too. You got to be really careful if you get caught in one of those things. It'll mess your day up.
Hey, say that again. What's it called, Ty?
A haboob.
A haboob. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds gnarly.
I know.
Right.
It does. And they roll through quick too. So a haboob is a type of intense dust storm carried on an atmospheric gravity current, also known as a weather front, and they just roll through, and the wind can get pretty crazy, and it messes things up pretty good.
Yeah, well, that's gnarly, man. You stay safe out there. We
Yeah, thank you.
just have to worry about earthquakes over here.
Oh man, gosh, I know.
I know.
I was born in the '89 earthquake. I was,
That's
I
how you
was,
came out
yeah,
shaking.
that was, yeah,
Makes sense. You were
yeah,
the earthquake, I bet.
that was, yeah,
I
that
bet you
was
were the
when the
earthquake.
earthquake happened.
It all makes sense, dude.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
me.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I
Yep,
love it.
that was a crazy day.
Yeah,
um,
100%.
so we had some fun out here in AZ. The guys are getting ready for events. I know we wanted to kind of hit on the NXL blind layout happening this weekend. Obviously with blind layouts, you gotta just go and attack it and really get good at walking fields. It's kind of like a lost art, walking the
Oh, for
field.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, it's definitely a lost art because teams, I don't know though. People are learning it because these regional leagues have been doing blind layouts quite a bit
Hmm.
last couple years. I know Mike has done it for more than a couple seasons, pretty sure.
Yeah.
And so people are kind of learning it again. But you're right; it's such an important part of the game. Even when the layout's not blind,
Mm.
you have to know how to walk a field and all of the little details that you need to look for, where exactly those shots are. I see
Hmm.
players, they go and walk behind their bunker. They look at it standing up, right? And they're looking at both sides, and then they move on to the next. And I say, are you going to be playing that bunker standing up like that the whole time? Is that how you're going to be in that thing?
Yeah.
That's interesting. You need to get down and actually see where you're going to be and where all the shots are so you can visualize exactly what it is you're going to be doing in that spot. You
Yeah.
know, um, it's such attention to detail when you're walking a field, and especially a blind layout because you're trying to
Mhm.
learn everything really quick. You got to see where all the spots are.
Yeah, if you're not getting out there the day before to walk the field, you're at a severe disadvantage. Um, if like the entire squad hasn't seen the field together, then the players that haven't looked at those shots are at a disadvantage to the guys that were there, clocked in, and putting in that time on the field. It is something that we had to do when we were younger, a tremendous amount through 7-man with all the different field layouts that they had. We would have to, I spent probably like 8 hours a day, a full day, like 6 to 8 hours. I don't know. It was a long time of just going each field, walking all the shots, and then at the end of walking them all, you have like a team meeting and you talk about what we saw on the field, how we think we should approach each field, where we think the flow of the game is going to go on that kind of a layout, and really start to crunch the numbers on that. And it is difficult too for the divisional guys. I know sometimes you have two different fields you play on or something like that, but man, you got to really dig deep and you got to look at all those angles and all those shots and get in there.
I get infinitely better the more that I look at the field. I don't just show up to the event and walk it on Thursday and that's it. Every chance I get, the events that I am diligent about it, and I'm not going to lie, I'm not always as diligent as I should be, but the
Mhm.
events that I am diligent about it with watching games, and whenever there's a break, I step back onto the field, I go back to the same bunkers, I look at the shots again, I start thinking about, last matches and maybe a certain spot that I got shot from that I wasn't aware of, and I'm
Mhm.
just downloading the database, and processing everything. The events that I do that, those are my best events, hands down. I play infinitely better, truly. Like it does
Mhm.
not, the more that you do it, the better you play.
Hands down. You got to. It's the only way for sure. And I know that the top level guys are doing that. Um, but it's like you said, it's never being satisfied also, like even when you think you know it, go look at it some more. Go keep going back because I
Mm-hmm.
guarantee you're going to pick something up. Even if it's a minute detail, it could be the detail that seals up the win. That one little extra bit of awareness over the opponent could be the difference maker.
Yeah, 100%. We always
Mhm.
talk about how it's such a game of inches, and it really is. So,
It is,
knowing your
man.
body positioning and where you need to get to get key eliminations, I mean, you just can't stress it enough. And it really could come down to one point, one shot,
Yeah.
one missed opportunity or one opportunity um, seized that makes the difference between you standing there with the trophy and not standing there with the trophy.
Mhm.
It's that simple.
So everybody going to Sacramento, you're probably going to be listening to this on your way out there. The show will be, dropping Thursday, and the tournament, I believe, starts on Friday. Is that right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody do the extra work. If you're heading out there, do the work, get on the field, make sure you communicate with your teammates as well. Pass the ball. We talk about that all the time, just like in basketball, you got to move that ball to find the shots, and you guys got to do that together. So pass around the information. If you play the same spot as another player, link up with that player and pass the information as well. And then bring it full circle and have a team meeting where you guys all share the details, man, and really care about the process. If you care about that process, I guarantee the teams that do that are going to bring home that hardware in Sacramento out there.
Yeah. 100%, dude. I agree. It's good advice.
Yeah.
Do the work. Do the
Do the
work.
work. That's
Scout
it.
the teams. Make sure you're prepared. Don't spend all that time and money and sacrifice to get to the event and practice and then not do the little things when you're there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just
Invest
doesn't
in
make
yourself.
sense.
I know.
Mhm.
And then we got Astra.
Astra. Indeed,
Yep.
we do. And again, I'm really excited for that. That's a blind layout as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pumped. I'm pumped to see what comes of it. Seems like we're not going to have much access during the weekend, so they're going to keep it suspenseful.
Yeah.
But major shout out to Meter. He's been awesome in the Discord and with the community. A lot of the PTG guys really loved him.
Yeah. He's the best.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I saw Rainey flew out there. I actually messaged him. I was like, "Hey, episode 99.
Hey.
It's coming up. This is episode 99,
Yeah.
And yeah, he didn't get back to me. He really does not want to come and give away his secrets. But I was like, dude, come on and talk about Astra. Talk about all the cool stuff you're doing in the community. This is sweet,
Please. Everybody go and message Rainey and tell him he needs to come on
Mhm.
PTG. Send
Do
some
it.
comments his way. Let's get
Do it.
Rainey on the show. Show him some
Do
love.
it. Do it. Oh, I love it. That'd be great. That'd be great.
Let's get him going. Yeah, they're going to do the post-production. It's cool. Verb's going to be helping them out with all that, and we're going to see what they can cook up on that post-production through the Astro event.
Yeah, I mean, it's the birth of something entirely new and different, and could be the start of something really, really cool for professional paintball.
Mm-hmm.
An opportunity to make some good money. Have a good prize package and maybe a fun way to film and capture the game. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I know. I'm really curious to see how they do it
Yeah.
because so far, I mean, there's been a lot of different goes at it, and they obviously are trying to approach it a certain way. And from what it sounded like with Meter, also incorporating a huge social media push as well. So I'm just really curious and excited to see all of the content that they start blasting out here.
Yeah, I agree. I think Verbal's going to do really cool things. And again, I just am excited for new stuff. New stuff in
More paintball.
More paintball. Exactly. More
Yeah.
content, more paintball. And speaking of that, we need to get Tom Cole back on the show because at the ICC, he was talking to me about some really cool stuff, some really cool concept he's working on to
Nice.
have better prize packages that would be inclusive. It would be the pro players, divisional players, everything. So I know he's he's had a few ideas that haven't followed through, but that's one thing I really appreciate about Tom is he truly is always thinking and trying to do what's right for paintball. I think there's often a misconception of Tom Cole, and people don't realize he's not an owner of the league.
No.
He's on salary, so it's not like how much prize money there is, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't really affect him. He wants us to have these opportunities. So it's just a matter of finding a way to make it work logistically. And he does have some really cool ideas. Again, I'm not sure if he wanted me to share, so I won't. I'll respect that, but we definitely got to get him on. He said he was down to come back on, and
nice.
Yeah, it'd be 100%. It'd be cool.
Tom is for the people. He's an OG pro player. I mean, Tom is the man, and
yeah, for sure.
Absolutely love everything that Tom does. Even I played like every UWL that TC put on, and always love hanging out with him. He's one of the better guys that you'll ever meet in the paintball scene, and just has a huge heart for the game. So shout out to Tommy.
He definitely does, but I agree, man. We got to get players paid. We do got to get players paid, 100%.
At some point, I mean, even if we just there just needs to be a base, like if you turn pro, even if it's $1,000, I don't care what it is. We got to start somewhere. We need to have some type of a base that we can grow from, so that that if you make it to that level, then at the very least, you don't have to pay for your paintballs or your gear. I mean, that should be minimum, right? For the pro guys.
Ideally, one day, yes, but I'm totally happy with just having better prize packages as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's how some other sports are. Golf, to get on the tour, like it's not. You can be a professional golfer and not be guaranteed money. You could be a professional surfer and not be guaranteed money, but
Mm-hmm.
you could work your butt off and show up and win a pretty big prize.
Mm-hmm.
You can work really damn hard, and you will be rewarded for that sacrifice and that hard work.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I don't, of course, ideally one day we have a base salary for everybody. Of
Yeah.
course, absolutely. But at the very minimum,
That's like
I think
hundreds of years out.
not hundreds. Come on.
Uh,
10.
all
I'm
right.
calling it.
There we go.
10 years, dude. 10 years. We're going to be living the lavish life. We'll be here sitting here in this gaming chair. We'll be turned into a rocking chair, and we'll be podcasting it up about these young folks
Yep,
that
live
are
it
just
up.
out there crushing it and making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Heck yeah. I hope that happens, man. I'm rooting for you guys. I really
The
am.
young bucks.
That's why we're here, for the young goats out there that are going to come sweeping through and just keep having fun playing this crazy ass game. Paintball is the best thing ever for so many reasons. We go over, all the time on the show. It's just it's an amazing thing we're so fortunate to be able to do, and I like no pro bono. You know what I mean? Like it is so much fun, and when you love what you do, you have that extra passion and that extra drive. So that's why we want to push, and we want to get these players in the future, like we said, our sons or our sons hopefully can someday have an opportunity to play paintball and be able to take care of themselves.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, that is, might be a nice segue into what's going on with the media side of things in the game right now. This weekend we had
Oof,
quite a
it
bit of
was heavy.
attention, and everything you just said. You just named off a ton of amazing things about the sport of paintball, and unfortunately, we're not getting that recognition right now.
Yeah.
Because of an incident that happened with Jess, from Team USA Paintball
Mm-hmm.
on TikTok, and I think it's a good time to talk to all the listeners and kind of explain why it's important to be responsible with your platform and realize how your words and actions can affect others, and how important it is to boost and represent our sport in the brightest way, because it made me reflect a little bit. And it was a bummer because I just said, we've been trying so hard to get paintball recognized at the highest levels for so long. And the first time that it really happens at this level, it's in a negative way, right? And we're representatives of the game, especially if you play for a team like Team USA. That bears a massive honor. And if you're a professional player, or if you have a platform with a following, it's even more important and crucial that you are responsible with that platform. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a must. You have to really, oh man, you got to be careful, and it's just not okay. That poor little guy needs our help and our like you said, our boosting, and hopefully he's doing okay. And there's just it was just a disaster.
It
To
was, for
say the
sure. I
least.
mean,
Yeah.
look, if you want to use your platform to talk about your opinion that the healthier you are, the better you're going to do with COVID, which is
Mhm.
factually correct. And you want to talk about, maybe why you believe that a good diet and the gym and exercise is the thing you need most. That's fine. That's a totally different story. But you should always refrain from using another individual to kind of attack and make them feel bad about their situation in order to get your point across. And that goes for anything. I'm not even referring to
Yeah.
this situation. That's just for anything in life, right? That's
Mhm.
communication skills 101. If you want to convince people of stuff, just be honest and open and real. You don't have to make things into a joke or at the expense of somebody else. And again, it's a shame that we're getting recognition for that. But in all honesty, I think maybe it could be a good thing, because there's so many amazing representatives of our game, and so many awesome spots in our sport that I think could get attention now, and that's phenomenal. But it's also a great wake up call, a great little
Mhm.
reality check that if we do want to make it to the big leagues. And it's so funny, we talked about this, dude, with the God Bunker.
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
and the other bunkers on the field, which definitely could use some name changing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like we've been talking about that, and it's a good example. Because if we do want to get to the place that we say we want to be, we want to be on ESPN, we want to be a nationally recognized sport, then we have to start treating it as such. We have to start acting and moving and talking as a professional organization through and through. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Not it's been like this for so long. Why change? I could think of some other things that were a certain way for a really long time that needed changing, and they did change.
That's
you
right.
know, we can't be afraid of that change. We have to come together as a community and really decide how we want to package this thing and how we want to bring our sport forward to the masses. You know what I mean?
You took the words. It's the packaging. We have this amazing product. Paintball is truly an amazing product, and it's up to us to do the right things and package it correctly so that we can have the best outcome for this amazing sport. It's up to us. Nobody's going to save us. Nobody's going to help us. We have to do it and take the responsibility and have fun with it and enjoy it. And I guarantee you, paintball is just too much fun. If we do a good job of doing all this, there's going to be great opportunities for this sport moving into the future. We just got to have fun and boost it and be the best teammates we can be. We talk about that all the time on the field, off the field, take care of each other and be good teammates. Let's have some fun with it.
Totally. Because dude, I don't know another sport that is as inclusive as paintball. I mean, discrimination is like not a thing in our sport. It's just not. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you do, what you believe in. If you believe in paintball and you play paintball, it's like this weird bond that we all have with each other. Every paintball player knows it and feels it, and so that's why it's a shame when sometimes we in the industry you see these battles back and forth, because it just doesn't make sense. At the end of the day, anytime you run into a paintball player in an airport, or if you meet another paintball player at the gym or something, you're just like best friends. You immediately have this connection and this family. And, that's the story that should be being told. That's what should be going on right now, because it's a special place we have. It's a special game. It's a special sport. It's the best sport in the world, in my opinion. I know you agree with that.
Absolutely.
Maybe we're a little biased. Who knows?
Yeah.
But it truly is. It's a sport where it's still in such a beautiful phase, because all the players are so connected, because it is smaller. It's still a niche sport. And it probably won't always be like that, but for now, there's so much just amazing things that we should be pushing forward, and we need to do that. And it's on us, like you said. We have to own it. No one's going to do it for us. We have to be what we want people to see, and what we want people to understand within our game. So just understanding.
The silver lining is that all of these news networks. I mean, literally every news network has picked
news network.
Yeah. Every major news network has picked up the story, and there's people that never knew about pro paintball or paintball in general that know that we exist. Of course, it's in a light that we don't necessarily want it to be in, and it's a whole kind of mess. But the fact that even people now know that there is tournament paintball is like looking at the silver lining. But we got to make sure we do a great job and this kind of stuff never happens again. And that the next time that we're in the news, it's because we're going to we're moving in with the X Games, or because we were on the list for the Olympics or something like that.
Skateboarding is in the Olympics now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. If you go back 15 years, not a shot in hell skateboarding is going in the Olympics. You know, skateboarding was a lot like paintball. There's a lot we could learn from skateboarding for sure. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Skateboarding in the Olympics. I had a thought and I forgot.
Yeah,
I had a thought and I forgot what I was about to say.
That happens.
It does. It's happened to me a lot today. I called you earlier and I had something to tell you. It was on my mind all afternoon. And I just forgot. I feel like it was an important one.
Just about the fact that paintball is a great thing for.
Yeah, I remember what I was going to say. It's about cancel culture too, as well. Like I'm just not a fan of it. I do 100% believe in holding people accountable for their mistakes and making sure that people understand what they did wrong. But ideally, we should want people to be able to rectify their mistakes and grow and learn and change, right? That's my opinion on it. And cancel culture, we've definitely seen it a little bit highlighted over the last weekend. It's like, if somebody does something, it's irredeemable. And
Mhm.
in my opinion, there's not much that's 100% irredeemable. There's a few things, but there's not much. And I think as people, we do need to be a little more open to um, trying to help people change, trying to help people grow and learn from their mistakes and not make the same mistakes again. That's how you get to a better place as a society. If you just ostracize somebody and leave them in the dust because they made a mistake, um, you're not going to do any good. That person eventually goes and has kids and decides to raise their kids that way because now they, have a chip on their shoulder, and it becomes part of the culture, and it becomes part of tradition. And you have people that just don't feel like they could change. Change is an okay thing. It's something we need to accept, and we need to help people do that, give them a path to do that, rather than just, you made a mistake and you're done. You're out of there. See ya forever. It's a really tough thing. There's a balance there. Again, hold people accountable for sure. And there should be punishment, and it should be, um, you know,
Absolutely.
within line of what you did. But beyond that, we need to be, in my opinion, we need to be forgiving as a society, and try to help people work through issues and work through mistakes, and hopefully come out the other side better.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I really hope that she steps up to the bat and is able to make things right. I hope she finds that kid and apologizes and maybe help, like
Oh,
have
totally. I
a
wasn't even
big,
talking about Jess. I'm just
yeah.
saying in general, right?
Yeah. And, but for the situation at hand, we
Totally.
should do the right thing and, go above and beyond to open up your heart and, like apologize and really show that you care and that that a
Of
mistake
course.
has been made. And then, through that caring action, there's room for growth and we can have, we can grow, we can become better because we got to become better. We got to always be pushing for that and, trying to live life with an open heart and obviously hold people accountable 100% and nurture growth as well, like you're saying.
Yeah, Ty. I couldn't agree more. But enough about that.
Yeah.
Move on. I think we discussed that pretty well. We
Mhm.
do have some of the GOAT members that are trying to call in and ask some questions. They're in the Discord right now, waiting for us to
The GOAT
fire
squad.
off. Yeah. Did you have anything else you wanted to touch on before we get into that segment?
I just wanted to tell you all that PTG is here for you. Like, times are tough. We've been through a lot, but we have your back. If you ever need anything, if you ever need an open arm or an open heart, we're here for you. That's, from paintball to real life and everything in between. We are for you guys. This is all for you and for this community. And we just want you to know that we're here for you guys. Even, there's a whole new madness of ruin at the moment in society with everything, and we just want to open our arms and be like, yo, you can come and hang out with us and we can have a good time and shoot the breeze about paintball and everything that's going on.
Yeah, absolutely, Ty. Couldn't have said it better myself. So,
You know,
um, all right. I'm gonna get our boy Welshie, shoot him a message, get his caller on the line.
well, so we got
Yeah,
the
yeah.
the sauna challenge as well that's going
Oh
on
yeah, I
this
forgot
month.
to talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And we're probably going to do like just a fitness and health type challenge moving into the future
Mhm.
too. Maybe we'll do like just one where if you just go to the gym and show that you're working out or doing some workouts, we want to encourage us being healthier and stronger individuals. It's going to help us in so many areas of our life, including paintball. So right now we're doing the sauna challenge for the month of August, but we'll be moving into some different type of workout challenges and just keeping everybody moving.
Yeah, totally. The sauna. We'll get to that after we get off the call here. But the sauna, man, I'm just absolutely in love with the sauna. Have been for a long time. It's one of the best things you could do health wise. I mean, talk about decrease in all cause mortality rates up to like 50, 60%. The more that you sauna, the better it is for you. Obviously, got to stay hydrated through the process. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic. But 1 second here. Well,
Hey, what's up, guys?
there we
Yo,
go. We
yo.
got him on the line. GOAT member. Mr. Welshie, how you doing?
Doing well. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing good,
Very
brother.
well. Yeah, absolutely. We are just enjoying a nice little show here, and hanging out. Telling some stories and talking about both of our weekends, the NXL event, the Astra event. Just shooting some conversation back and forth. What's going on with you? Where are you tuning in from?
So definitely not G2 approved, but I was in the back doing some strongman, getting getting that work in any way you can.
There we go.
Over here towards Pittsburgh area.
Nice.
Hey, shout out to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome, dude. Well, let's see. Do you got some questions for us?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Okay.
Probably probably the best one. Man, back in the day, it was so common for nicknames to be thrown around and on the back of shirts. Now, Tyler, you got one of the best ones, Mantis. That's really got a pretty cool signature. Fergo's had a pretty cool one. Got a superstar. What were you guys' favorite nicknames in the past? And why do you think we've kind of gone away with that?
My favorite nickname is definitely Eggman. Alex Frazier. He's got a great nickname. I don't know. I think that nicknames are still pretty prevalent. Like even on Heat, everyone's kind of got a nickname. And I think that most teams, there's a couple of players that have nicknames, but yeah, on the jerseys, you're right. They don't put it on the jersey anymore. I don't know why that is.
Dude, I'm going to throw a major shout out to Disco Pete. He was one of the pro players that I looked up to at my local field back in the day. Played for Addicted and Legacy, I think. Disco Pete.
Did he like the
I'm
disco?
going to go with that. Disco Pete. I'm sure he did. He had to like disco, I don't know how you get a nickname Disco Pete without loving to disco. And then Mouse is a pretty good one. It's still super prevalent. I mean, I think more people know him as Mouse than Alex Goldman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's very true. You turn into the podcast or anywhere and they say Mouse, everybody kind of knows.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, as long as we can air it, what's your nickname?
So mine, oh yeah, you can definitely air it. It's Welshie.
Welshie.
Pretty much like the basic last name with a Y just to make it sound cooler.
It's forgive me if I'm wrong, but if I remember correctly, it's Andrew Welsh, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Shout out to Andrew. Thank you again so much for tuning in, being part of the GOAT community. What else you got for us?
So with kind of the GOAT community, I mean, we're kind of sprouting out as it is. It's a pretty awesome thing that you guys have going on. As far as that goes, with Play the Game, where do you guys see it branching out to in the future?
Mm-hmm. You want to tackle that, Marsh?
Yeah, got it.
Not to put you on the spot.
No, not at all. Dude, we talk about this every single day. I mean, the mission with Play the Game is to do as much as we can. We're just enjoying what we do right now. So the process is fun. We enjoy having these shows. We enjoy upgrading the audio. We enjoy trying to learn new things. So whatever goes with that and whatever direction we decide to take it in and push paintball to new heights, that's what we want to do. So I really think that the possibilities are endless, as far as like media goes. There's so many cool ways we can bring attention to our sport. And we're constantly thinking of different ways to do that. And, with the Discord, we're building an amazing community. And we think that could really be something. I mean, it already is something really special, but it could be massive, and be able to organize, PTG events, who knows? Again, the sky's the limit. So we're open to pretty much any and all as long as we enjoy the process and we're doing right by paintball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all for the GOATs, man. Shout out to my GOAT squads out there. We just want to, move as close as we can with the whole PTG family. It's all about that genuine connectivity. We're always, answering questions or even like we have the layouts we go over, just whatever. If you have a question about paintball, if you are trying to take yourself to that next level, we're here for you. And that's what PTG is all about. That's what the GOAT community. Obviously, with the GOAT squad, you guys are even closer to us. We have a monthly meeting, and we're going to continue to nurture that and just have that real genuine connection where you can ask a couple guys who have been playing pro paintball for quite some time some questions that might take you years or you may never find out, if we didn't kind of build this thing to connect and bridge the gap between that top tier paintball and the paintball world as a whole.
I forgot the most important response to that whole thing.
What's that?
Literally the only response that actually matters. What our goal is with Play the Game. And that's to do a show from the moon, baby. It's to do a show from the moon.
Even if we could just swing by it and do like a show out near it,
Yeah, it only
'Cause
costs
it's
a couple
not-
$100,000 right now. We could make it
Yeah.
happen.
I don't know. I just feel bad because it's not my moon. It's not my moon. Who am I to land on that thing?
Yeah.
I'm sure if we got
Whose
Elon
moon
in
is
here,
it?
he'd pitch in.
That's right. That's the question, Marsh.
Yeah, whose moon is it? I think it's all of our moon. It's everyone's
There we
moon.
go. There we go.
It's everyone's moon.
I love
It's no
that.
territory.
Yeah.
The fabric of space.
Yeah, that is moon space.
Yeah, moon space. Welshie, what else?
Nothing, man. I can't thank you guys enough, though, honestly. Just like the area that I'm in and things like that. I mean, not a lot of people know paintball, grow up with paintball. So
Tight.
able to like branch out to other people across the U.S., even globally. I mean, at this point,
Yeah.
BTG is like on the globe, you know what I mean? So it's nice having that connection with everybody. So really, honestly, appreciate what you guys are doing.
Oh, it's all love, brother. Thank you, Welshie. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah, dude, 100%. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Take care, guys.
All right,
You
dude.
too, brother.
Talk to you soon. Peace.
Peace. Dude, he's the man.
That
Shout
was
out
awesome.
to Welshie.
That was so cool.
I love
I
that,
love that.
man,
Yeah.
the capability that we have to tap in with you guys like that and just, like we said, have that genuine connection. That's really what the movement's all about. There's really nothing that's ever been done quite like, what we've created, and we want to just keep boosting it and building the technology and doing whatever we can to keep paintball thriving with the community.
Dude, I'm getting like a full college education on how to set up audio. I basically can become an audio engineer at some point. Right?
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Far from it right now. Gosh.
YouTube. Lots of YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah. It's funny, dude. Steve, shout out to Steve. He is really smart.
Steve's the man.
He's a tech guru.
Yeah, he is. And he works, he's in the hub center. He's in it.
He's in the hub center, 100%. Yeah. Like anything we discuss as far as audio and things like that, he has a video on hand like right away. He's like, oh, just watch this, 20-minute video. I'm like, dude, I don't sit at a computer all day like you do, like I'll watch it in a second. But how do you know all this? Like, it just has it at the snap of a finger, for pretty much anything. And he like knows what he's talking about. So he's been a huge help with much of this. And it's so cool to have a team behind us, behind what we do. Because if it was just you and I mean, we're doing all right, but we're so much more powerful when we have a team.
Yeah, it's all about the team, man. And that, once again, it goes from paintball to real life. You have to really know how to connect and nurture relationships so that you can have a great team. And then when you have a great team, you get good results and everybody's able to lean on each other and we have fun doing it. The results are it's just the proof is in the pudding when everybody's having a good time and it's all growing and flourishing.
Absolutely.
So do we have some more community guys that are in there?
We do. Yeah. Chris wants to hop back in. So I'm going to get him on the horn real quick. Chris had some really good questions yesterday. So
he did.
Honestly, he could come on anytime he wants.
Yeah. Shout out to the squad, man. It is legitimately like our GOAT team. Like, and then we have the PTG whole world with all the different threads in there that everybody's able to tap in. We got, a golf thread. We've got some fun stuff going on in there. You can just come in and have a good time.
It's the PTG Country Club. We got the Stocks Club. We got the Country Club. You do have to click the emoji to make sure you understand the disclaimer before coming into those channels. But
that's right.
We are blowing the community up. All right. We got him. We got Chris back on the line. What's happening, bro?
What's up, boys?
Yo, what up, Chris?
Nothing. I was just chilling in the kitchen watching some TV with Kate and decided,
there we go.
if you're offering, I'll come back in.
What show? What show do we got?
Oh, it was a Big Bang Theory.
Ah, there we go.
That's a classic. I love The Big Bang Theory. Such a good show.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. So some of the guys in there remind me a little bit of Sheldon.
Some of the guys in where?
In the Discord.
Oh, Steve, you mean?
No, not Steve. That's messed up. Steve does a good
It's a
job.
compliment. Sheldon's the smartest one in there.
Oh, he's pretty smart.
Yeah, it's a
But
compliment.
I mean, Sheldon can also be a.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. He's my favorite. He's my favorite character in there.
Yeah, he's pretty
I love
hilarious.
Sheldon.
That show wouldn't be anything without that guy.
100%.
What y'all boys up to tonight?
Well, we were just getting after some great conversation about, the weekend and what we had done over the weekend. We talked a little bit about NXL, Astra. Actually, I got a question for you, Chris. If you had your choice to go to one of the events this weekend, you're real quick for the listeners. I don't think we got into this. What division do you play?
I've been playing Division 4 for the last 2 years.
Okay.
But I've played all the way up to semi-pro.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So perfect person to ask. If you could choose between going to the NXL in Sacramento, and I don't know, maybe you are actually, but if you could choose between the NXL in Sacramento or the Astra event this weekend, which one would you choose and why?
So I actually have a buddy that's going through a little bit of a hard time, and I'm going down to Dallas to pick him up. So we're gonna go watch the Astro event whenever we go there. Or try to see if we can go spectate.
Got it.
Well,
okay.
Good for you for doing that, man. That's awesome. Love that. And I hope he's okay. 100%. I hope your buddy is doing all right.
Oh yeah. So he's gonna enjoy it. He's wanting to go to that event too. So we'll catch a little bit and then head back to Amarillo.
Got to put on some Bob Marley for him.
Yeah.
Lighten the mood a little bit. Tyler and I were talking about it earlier today. It's reggae and Bob Marley can really lighten the mood for you if you're feeling a little down. It always puts a smile on my face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's a pretty cool kid. He's gonna come down and hang out with us for a little bit. Means I get a training partner again for a little while. So
cool.
Awesome. Cool, man. That's it's amazing of you.
Love that. So
all right. Well,
you got to answer the question though.
Yeah, exactly.
Which one would you go to?
Say.
Which one would I rather go watch? Well,
or go play.
Not watch. Go play. Go play. As a divisional player, all things considered, which event, do you think you'd rather go play?
I would go play with the divisionals just because I do know a lot of players that go off and go into these events, and I know a lot of the GOAT community would be there, so I'd actually prefer to be around those guys.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Nailed it.
Shout out.
Shout out to the GOATs one time.
Yeah.
The GOAT community is so dope. The best. Bah. All right, Chris, let's see. You got a question for us? You got a couple? What's happening?
What's the weekend going to be looking like for y'all guys down up there at Bro Army? Giving a clinic with those guys.
Yeah, I'm heading out on Friday, and we're gonna have Saturday and Sunday with the whole G2 camp. We got myself, Victor Gamboa, and Rusty Glaze. I think Brandon Unger is playing in the Sacramento NXL, so he won't be there. But we're gonna run them through a rigorous athletic training event. Saturday, I think, is gonna be like a pretty heavy athletic side. And I'm even going to get in there and like do the workouts with them and be right there going ham, doing the athletic training for paintball. And then Sunday, at the end of Saturday and Sunday, will be all of the, tactical and awareness type stuff, skills and all those kind of good things. But we're really looking forward to seeing the Bro Army. It's going to be a great weekend of paintball.
Yeah, the Bro Army organization is one of the best in the country. It's amazing. Incredibly caring people. Major shout out to Mama T and Al. They do a great job. Both their boys are awesome. Christian plays for the Ironman. Brandon is a dominator. I'm really happy to see him leading the Bro Army squad. So you're gonna have fun out there, man. And I guess they got a new field too. I haven't been out there since they got a new location. So that should be a good event.
Yeah, looking forward to it. There is a drought going on right now that they were letting us know. Like it's like the worst drought in like 30 years, I guess, that's going on right now out there. So hope everybody's doing okay out there. The field is definitely, I know the pictures in the past I've seen is like lush green grass. It's a little crispier on this run, but it kind of adds to it because, hey, when you go to an event, you got to play, you got to just play. You got to play the conditions and And obviously sometimes there's grass, sometimes there's not. And you got to know how to do both. You got to know how to get it.
Sometimes there's dirt.
Yeah. Sometimes there's dirt.
You got to go win.
Go play. Yeah. Go have some fun.
Love it. Chris, what else?
Oh, sorry. The headset's been messing up on me just a little bit. I was messing with that.
No worries.
All good, my brother.
Sorry, some technical difficulties. I'm getting some DJ Marsh over here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, weren't you? You're also like one of those gurus. Did you just make fun of me, by the way?
No, I did not. No.
I think DJ Marsh is actually like, you're a DJ, bro.
I'm a DJ now. Yeah,
that's pretty heavy. Yeah. There we go.
Let him live one time.
Yeah. So, you got another question?
I'm kind of like one of those gurus. I know a little bit of the computer, but I mean, I just know as much to get me by for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Me too.
Well,
me too.
You're sounding good now. Seems to be running nice and clear. Did you have any facet of the game or any questions that you would like us to tackle? You there?
Chris, you there?
All right, we may have lost Chris.
We may have lost him. Let me see.
Yeah.
It shows he's still on the call.
He's having technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Okay, well.
Y'all hear me?
Oh, we got him. We got him back.
Sorry about that. I'm really not trying to have that issue. Sorry.
Yeah, you're struggling a bit there, big guy.
All right,
awesome.
So I was just asking, did you have any questions for us or any facet of the game that you'd like us to dive into?
Yeah, I actually want to talk a little bit more about the ICC that Marcel actually went off and did. He talked a little bit about it, but I kind of want to know a little bit more of the experience. You were talking about the dead men shooting and all that. Like, how was that more of the experience for you?
Well, I actually didn't even see that game. I just heard about it. So that didn't really paint the picture for me of my experience. Dude, I had a blast. I thought the ICC was so amazing. That is just nostalgia all over. The hyperball fields. I love hyperball. It's some of the funnest type of field to play on, in my opinion. Woods is great. The Mounds field. I think everybody knows by now that the Mounds field was not my favorite field. I thought it was going to be my favorite field, but definitely not. Dude, I loved it. I think it's great. I would like to get out and play some more 10-man events, and playing with the Dynasty guys was just phenomenal, dude. Those are some OGs that, they're the players we look up to coming up, and they, Davey Williamson, he's still got it. He's phenomenal. But I loved every part of it. There was really not a single thing the whole weekend that I was like, I'm not really feeling this, not digging this, or I'm over it. Nothing like that at all. It was great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was just like
I had Davey Wilson back.
What was that?
Y'all had Davey Wilson back.
Yeah, we did. Davey came and showed out, dude. He was maybe the team MVP, to be honest. He played really well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ever gonna get a chance of getting BC Cole back onto the team?
Dude, I thought he was gonna play with us at this ICC. I don't know if it's just a rumor or what, but getting BC back would be really cool to get to play with BC. Get him out in that snake corner.
Oh, yeah.
Could have used him behind us in one of those points.
Yeah, it would be awesome to get to see that guy play again.
Yeah, who was your favorite old school player?
BC Cole and Josh Davey.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, all right.
Yeah, Josh Davey, that's my brother.
Growing up, 2003, those were just some of the guys that stuck out to me. Their style was pretty much just untouchable, and I just enjoyed the way that they played. So growing up, I really try to mimic them as much as possible. Tyler's even seen me wear the hat for BC Cole. So
yeah, stylistically, Josh Davey is one of my favorite style players, and I played on Oakland Assassins with him for several seasons when I was just a kid, growing up. And he's one of my brothers. Shout out to Josh. And BC, I actually won a 10-man tournament with BC not too long ago. I think a couple of years ago. I also won like $1,500 on a penny slot that same weekend. So it was a big winning weekend with BC and the penny slots.
That's tight.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He's
Awesome,
great.
man. All righty, Chris. Well, my man, thank you again for gracing us. This is back-to-back shows. I think the PTG world is stoked to hear from you. Again, you had great questions last night that led to some cool answers. So we appreciate that, and tonight as well. So thank you for tuning
Chris.
in,
That's awesome. Hopefully next time my stuff will work.
Oh, it's fine, dude. That's
Hey,
what PTG is
happens.
about. Just fumbling through the audio issues and just trying to make it work.
Bobby Weaverton.
Yeah, Bobby Weaverton. That's us.
Bob and Weave. Thanks for everything, Chris.
Later, brother.
Oh, thank you guys.
Later, bro.
All right. We got one more caller. Who
do we got?
We got the one, the only, Little Georgie.
Little G from the Bean.
Little G from the Bean. Let's see. Little G from the Bean, what's up?
George.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing this evening?
Pretty good,
Doing
buddy.
good,
you
dude.
are live and on the show, my man.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Oh, man. Oh, everything's doing great. Chilling out here in Arizona. It's about 103 tonight, getting ready for my flight tomorrow morning and head up to Sacramento.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
nice.
Yeah, we just had a dust storm roll through. You saw the alert?
Yep, sure did.
Yeah.
And enjoying all this rain in my backyard, too.
Oh, my God. The weather's nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. You guys are really going through it.
Yeah.
I think it's still 75 and sunny here in San Diego. I don't know. I don't think the weather's changed in like 2 years.
Yeah. No, I just.
But you know what? At the end of the day, Marcel, California can crack and disappear from us. So
We were talking about that.
just get ready for that day.
Yeah, it could happen for sure. 100%. I'm waiting for it. I've always loved Hawaii. So if we can just float a little closer to Hawaii, I mean, I'm not complaining one bit.
So you would stay? You wouldn't get in your Tesla and get out here to Arizona to your boy Harmon?
I am definitely staying on that California island. 100%. If we were out a little closer to Hawaii as a little island, that'd be sweet.
The Teslas will be flying soon
I don't
anyway.
know.
That's true. Once the update comes too, I think in like 2 years when we get the update that I can just download to the Tesla and it pops out wings and I can easily fly across the ocean, then we'll be in the money.
Yeah.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah.
But if I swear I see a flying Tesla, I'm gonna shoot it down.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would be freaked out if all of a sudden they were just unannounced flying cars. So, Georgie,
Hey.
what division are you playing out at the NXL?
I'm playing Division 4 X-Ball for Venomous Bloodline out here, and we play in AZ Battle Zone out here in Phoenix. But basically, we're considered Tucson because 80% of our team is from Tucson.
Okay.
So
Shout out to
we
Battle
make
Zone.
a 2-hour drive to Phoenix. Yeah, shout out to Battle Zone. Shout out to everybody that helps us get ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a good environment. Harmon, you come now that you're in Arizona, you spend a lot of time at Wild West and back and forth. But Arizona's where it's at. Arizona just did something big.
Mm-hmm.
They took every division at WCPPL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I did notice that. No, I agree. Arizona paintball is booming for sure. The teams are no joke.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I don't want to, take all the credit or anything, but definitely been. No, I'm just joking.
No,
we've been working hard out here, like
Mhm.
with a lot of teams, and even man, it's just the culture is beautiful. Arizona paintball culture is really thriving right now.
Well, that too, and one thing that really helps us out is the time we start at. We be at the field at 5. We're on the field at 6, and we're playing till noon just trying to beat up the heat. Now, that actually helps us when it comes to mind mentality, your physical awareness, because when you're on that crunch time, you're tired, you're sweating. Sorry about my dog barking.
No
But
worries.
you just you can clock in, and what I call is the 2-minute fourth quarter mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So
There
that
you go.
115 degree heat that we deal with out in Arizona just for fun, it helps us.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it does. Yeah.
When you guys were over here for the G2 for World Cup, you even said it, the weather's no joke.
Mhm.
Oh, the weather's no joke. That's for sure.
No joke.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's
for
just
sure.
serious. Yep. Y'all really, really working. It's a a project to get to your car.
Yeah.
If your windows ain't tinted, good luck toasting.
Yeah, for
Dude,
sure.
if you have
Yeah.
kids, you got to hold on to their hands because if they fall, they're gone. They just melt right into the
they just
cement.
melt. Yeah.
They instantly melt.
Yeah, into a puddle. You'll lose one.
For sure. Georgie, I know you had a question for us. What do you got?
All right. So my question is, you guys been playing pro for X amount of years. MPPL, PSP, NXL, 2-time NXL.
Mm-hmm.
What is one thing that still like gives you that tick, like that still irks you in the back of your mind, on the field, off the field, just in general?
Mm-hmm.
Want me to take it?
Sure.
People complaining and making excuses. I think that's it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the excuses, complaining about the refs, complaining about this, complaining about that. At the end of the day, people really don't care. They just want to see performance. And there's a lot of, this isn't just in the pros. I see it in a lot of the divisionals as well. Like no accountability, not owning why you lost and making an excuse for everything that happens or goes against you in the events. That's always been a huge pet peeve. Really don't like it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah, I mean, in an overall generality, honestly, I'm super happy with paintball and my life and in the game and everything. I would like to see just more skill sets implemented. Like even if it was just bringing back the whole semi-auto thing, I really like semi-auto, so I would like to see the trigger become a skill again. That would kind of be like one of my only things that I could think of.
Totally agree with you guys.
Yeah, going to semi-auto would be really cool.
Yeah, just so we can get that skill set, the trigger skill. I think it's super valuable and it adds another layer of skill to a player that you have to be good at.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, great
awesome
question. Lil G from the Bean in the house. Thank you so much for dropping by, bro.
You guys
brother.
take care. You guys have a great night.
You
See
too,
you guys
brother.
in the fantasy league. Bye.
Oh, fantasy football for the GOATs. That's right. All right. Dude, shout out to everybody. If you guys are not in the Discord, get in the Discord. We're doing everything. We're doing it all.
Yeah, we are.
All right. Thank you, Georgie. Talk to you soon, brother.
No problem.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye.
Oh, I cut him off before he
got
did
a little
it.
ball
Dang
in there.
it. He did.
You got a ball.
Oh, man. Dude, you know who I want to get in here? Give me 1 sec. I want to get Victor in here.
There we go. Do you think right now you get him in here? There we go.
Yep. Let's see. Let's put him on blast.
Oh, on the spot.
Yep.
You're on the show.
I'm going to call him. We're just going to call him.
Vic.
Dude, we could prank call people on the show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's going to be such a good bit. Oh, imagine calling like paintball stores,
Yes.
Oh, we got to call paintball store and they'll never know.
Okay. We're calling.
We might get them.
Brother Vic, I want you to know you are live on Play the Game podcast right now as we speak.
Let's go, Victor.
Let's go.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing here, man?
Oh, we had to get the boss in the show.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Yep, I know. We got this amazing new feature, and we figured, who better to call? You're the first phone call we have made.
Man, you catch you in the middle of a run.
Oh, well, good. He's working hard.
Dude, you're out there working. So this is for everybody, all the listeners, this is one of the owners of G2 Paintball. Vic is a dominator. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up on his Instagram, but he's been really pushing the lifestyle that he has helped teach us and all that stuff. He's all about it. How many miles you run today, Vic?
Actually, I'm wrapping up my 8th mile right now.
8th mile.
There we go,
This
kid.
is my second run. I ran at 4:30 this morning.
Attaboy.
Okay. Man.
Hey, everybody follow Gamboa Limited. That is his Instagram handle. Give him a follow. Victor, we're going to be hanging out this weekend. We're going to Utah to hang out with the Bro Army. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited about that.
I know,
me
too.
This is long in the making, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think the guys are excited. So yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Yes, sir.
You know.
Dude, Vic, you are the absolute man. I want to ask you a few questions about G2 Paintball. Obviously, my assistant coach as well. Shout out to Victor Gamboa one time.
Yes, sir.
out here dominating your runs. For anyone listening, if you guys ever get a chance to work out with Vic, we just had a couple callers on the show that the last one, George, was talking about training and how important it is to train harder than the competition is going to be. And I don't think anybody really does that, but you guys do that with G2. Where did you start? What made you look at paintball and realize that this is something this sport is missing and propel you to build out the G2 brand?
Well, I think it all started when I joined Dynasty, to be honest with you. I think I saw the difference between divisional players and pro players, and I really didn't think that was really being addressed. What a big difference to be physically and mentally ready to make that jump. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, I know pros do clinics. I know they do their training and they go around and they have all this, but I think really implementing the grit in the workout was very important. And I saw a big difference in the physical ability of what Sunday paintball is all about. You have to be ready. Perfect example, our last event. Mm-hmm. I know we placed third, but we literally played Ironman paintball. I mean, everybody, was just spinning and spinning and spinning. And I mean, if it wasn't that we were physically ready, I really don't think we would have got as high as we did, to be honest with you. The opportunity to go all the way to the finals and to play for first, against someone as good as Tyler and these guys, it was there. It was there. It was a few clicks away. But if it wasn't for our physical preparation, and there's no way we would have done it. There's just no way. So I think I started this, and it all started back obviously with Jessica and BKI. But we implemented these trainings because we really wanted to fill those loopholes, those gaps that I think this program needed, And I got to say, I think I get complimented for just being boldly honest with players.
Yeah, and shout out to what is Jessica's last name? I forget her name all the time.
Jessica Smith.
Jessica Smith. Yeah, she is phenomenal. She actually worked over here at the Tough Mudder in AZ and would let me go and train at their spot, and just really shows you what you can do if you apply yourself physically in paintball. She was able to really accomplish some cool stuff, and is just a great person in the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And to go back to that, Cello and Ty, I think it started back in, I believe, 2019 in December. She called me up. She wanted to compete in BKI. Her and John took me out to lunch, and they're like, "Hey, we want to compete at the highest level. Will you help us train?" And it just started just basically training, and I think it just escalated. I think Marcello, I invited you to come into Phoenix for one of those clinics, right? Mm-hmm. I invited Ryan. I invited all the BKI coaches, Kyle, and what happened the following year? She placed 11th, and I think after that it grabbed momentum. And it's funny because I still talk to her today. She still advises me and gives me the best working out advice that she can. Another perfect example, Unger, same thing. Yeah. Worked out with him, and I actually met with him this morning. Went all over the training for this Utah clinic that we're doing here, the session that we're putting together. But yeah, it started back then, and I think we sparked something, and we saw something that was needed. And who better than to team up with Rusty, who at the same time was very supportive of the entire training, and it just took off from there.
Yeah, shout out to Rusty.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been fun. But I really think, guys, I think G2 was pretty much came about just to fill that gap, that gap of honesty, because these guys, you guys don't understand this, but you guys are pro players. These divisional players want to be on the field with you guys. And I know you're in a position where you train and you get clinics, but at the end of the day, are you going to want to play with them at your side on Sunday, in the finals? Are you going to rely on them, depend on them? And I think that's why I feel that, we really got to bring reality up to the forefront.
You're right.
Can you compete at this level on a Sunday? Because I'll be the first one to tell you, no, you can't. Let me just tell you the way it is. Tyler's not going to want you there. And Marcello, I love you to death. One of the best quarterbacks in the game here on Sundays. But that you put a lot of pressure on everybody around you. You expect the best out of them, right?
Yeah.
Can this guy handle that pressure? And I think I just let them know that, you have the ability to do it. Let's get you there. Let's bring that out of you. But I'm not going to tell you yes just because you're showing up that morning to work out with us. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, and we see it firsthand. If you show up to G2, Victor is gonna let you know you ready to work. It's time to work and clock in, and we're gonna get the heart rate up, and we're gonna make sure you're ready because it's a multi-layered thing that we have to accomplish. You have to be good at the game, obviously playing the game. Have to be physically ready, and your skills have to be on point. So you're really helping bridge the gap with G2, and we absolutely love everything that you've done, Victor. So thank you so much from the PTG fam over here.
Well, I appreciate you guys. I mean, Tyler, you've been a big influence by fellow you as well. I think you've been there. And guys, Tyler, I'm fortunate to be working with you this weekend.
Can't wait.
That's going to be nice getting back on the field with you again.
I can't wait.
So yeah. And it's funny because all this entire week we've been training and getting ready for this. I've been in touch with the field and the Utah Bro Army family and making sure that they notify their players, be hydrated, be well rested. You know what I mean? Because we definitely want to put everything out there. And Marcello, God knows, we're looking forward to having you out there one of our sessions.
Absolutely,
can't wait. Absolutely.
So Vic, we don't.
Please, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying, I needed you to explain to me this new thing that you're doing here, going live. What are we doing?
Well, it's not technically live, but you are on the show that we're recording here. Wednesday night will be live Thursday morning, as we usually do. We usually record at night, and then it's live first thing in the morning. It's this new audio interface that we got that connects to my phone, and we can receive call-ins.
Yeah,
it's extra cool.
Wow, it is amazing. Where have you taken this show,
dude?
I still remember your first episode, and I remember sitting with you with the idea, like, "Hey, we're going to do this show," and I'm like, "Man, I want in."
Yeah,
I want a piece of this.
Victor, you are literally the first supporter of Play the Game podcast. You have been there every step of the way, and always been a king in the landscape of PTG, and we'll never forget it. We'll never forget it.
Absolutely.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I got a copy of the check registry. So yeah, it was a big deal. So I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah. Well, we love you, Vic. And we know you're running and working hard, so we won't take any more of your time. But thank you so much for everything, Victor, and we hope you have the best night ever, man.
Yeah, and Vic, this is just a prequel because we're gonna have you on for a show here.
Yeah,
eventually.
Wow.
You've got a great story in the game of paintball, so I think the listeners would be excited to hear from you.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you to you guys, to all your listeners. And I'm excited about this. I'm excited for all the G2 support, the Dynasty support, and just everybody that I run to at these events. I mean, the generosity and the respect that I'm handed is unexplainable. So I just want to say thank you to everybody and thank you to you guys.
Absolutely,
okay?
brother.
Of course.
Thank you, Vic.
All righty, Vic.
All right, guys.
Have a good night.
All right, guys. Good night. God bless, guys.
Later.
Bye-bye.
God bless. Peace. Love it.
Dude, we can call anybody.
This is great. Oh man,
this is the coolest feature. Yeah, that's awesome. But I do know we got to wrap this one up.
Yeah,
man, that was a great show, dude. It was a lot of fun.
It was. Yeah. Before we leave, just a reminder: let's all be great teammates, great people for each other out there. Let's let's do better and let's be the best versions of ourselves that we can, and keep boosting paintball. Marsh, this has been a fun one. We'll have to start doing the prank calls soon and all that fun stuff.
Dude, I would like an episode where we just sit here and just call people, just straight up call people, whoever we want. Call Alex, Archie, I mean, whoever. Mouse is so funny when he answers the phone. We would only be able to get him like one time and then he would always be prepared for it. But it's so funny when I catch him, anytime I call him and he thinks it's just him and I, the way he answers the phone is hilarious. It's always theatrics. So this is man, spectacular.
Yep. So be on the lookout for that, everybody. If you haven't, we gotta shout out our
good call,
our patrons. Dude. Yeah. So I have, I guess what I could do is I'll just start shouting them out. I got them all right here. Chris
there we go.
Dahl, Jonas Falleth, Chris, your masked friend, Trey Young, Kate, Zachary, Russell Dorfman, Ferdinand Piano, Michael Castillo, Derek Rosenwig, Spencer Mazer, Corey, Andrew Jimenez, Anthony, Connor Wright, X Mooksy. It's like I don't know. It's an interesting one there. I think it's like a username. Andrew Welsh, Anthony Tagg, Connor Manawong, Steve Frazier, Drew Bear, Joshua Scott, Drew Templeton. Shout out to Drew. He's a
Shout
champ.
out to Drew, dude.
Yeah, baby. Thank you, Drew, for everything you do for the community. These are all of our champion and GOAT tier members. So we want to show love for you guys, and we give you a shout out on a show every month. We got Rounder 11. We got the infamous G. That's the name, just the letter G. Donald Greer Jr., Jamie Stewart, Chase Parks, Alex Ospina, Derek Janish, Martin Higgins, Paul, George Joslin, Garrett Hobbs, Christopher Tucker, Christian, Cameron Clifford, Brian Reese, Edward Dizon. Shout out to Dizon.
Shout out to Dizon.
Yeah. Carl Sprental, Steve Doc, the mod master himself, Brandon Cahill, and Zul Hilmi Ali. If I messed that up, I'm sorry. We are so appreciative of you all. Thank you for everything you do for the community here.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. And also want to use this time to thank Eddie Dizon as well. He purchased 2 extra copies of Paintball IQ and wants us to give them away. So
awesome.
That is amazing. Be on the lookout. We're going to be giving those away here in the near future. So major shout out and just nothing but love for Eddie Dizon. He's a man of the people for sure.
He is.
Love having him around. So
again, the only way you got to join us, get in the Discord, and we're going to be doing some amazing giveaways. We actually have a Gel Blaster, Hormesis headband. I've got some other headbands from HK Army. I've got a bunch of cool little knickknacks from HK, and we're just, we're giving back and having fun in there, and the community is growing and thriving. So join us over there in the Discord chat room by listening to our ads. It's all in the ad space there at the end.
Dude, thank you so much, champions and GOATs and all of the Discord members and supporters.
Woo! Thank you. Bravo.
There we go. All right, T. This was a fun one.
Yes,
Prank
sir.
calls are up next.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, brother.
Have a good night.
Peace. All right, everybody. That was a fun episode. Thank you guys for listening. If you guys have questions, you guys want to get active and get involved on the show, all you got to do is head over to the Patreon. It's on the ptgpaintball.com website. Click the Patreon link and sign up for the Patreon, and you will get access to the Discord. Pretty simple instructions. The Discord is an amazing community that we're building out for the PTG world, and you can have a chance to hop on the show with us, hang out, ask whatever question you want, and be part of a really cool community. So again, thank you to the GOATs. Thank you to everyone in the Discord for everything you guys do. You guys are truly the reason we're able to build out the community, and you guys keep us incredibly inspired, and you guys are the reasons that we're able to get all this sweet new gear. So stay tuned for the prank call session. We're definitely going to make that happen. That's going to be a lot of fun. We can just call whoever we want. So episodes are about to get a lot more entertaining. Alrighty, everybody. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you soon.